I learned how to drive on this old little thing. I mean, its horn sounded like a wild animal. And it would randomly stop midway through a drive. I was warned that driving it was a bad idea, but I've never been one to take no for an answer. So I learned how to drive on that very same little dinosaur.
It sounds like a tough yet character-shaping car to start with.
But back then, there was very little traffic here. So it was still fun, not like how it is today.
There's always a fix for everything. And we'll get to that in a bit. It's a surprise.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Our guest for this episode of Stars in Cars is an actress, a pilot, and the first Asian woman to drive a Formula E race car. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Gul Panag.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to have you here on Castrol Magnetech Stars in Cars.
Thank you.
And that's quite a thoroughbred you've got there, huh?
Yep, I can't disagree there.
Great off-roader. Why'd you want that?
Well, I love going on long drives through the mountains, and she's just perfect for that.
Well, let's get those wheels some rest and some tender loving care.
Thank you.
Shall we? What does the free-spirited Gul Panag do when life says stop?
Challenges are a part of life. Whether it was when I decided to get my pilot's license, people were like, why bother? Or the first Asian woman to drive a Formula E car. I never saw it as a man versus woman thing or a challenge for that matter. But when someone says stop, I think my instinctive reaction is to hit start. Thankfully, my friends and family have always supported me. But there's this one instance I recall. We were on a road trip to a remote valley in the Himalayas when our car broke down and we were stranded. I mean, imagine a cold, deserted, desolate corner with no cell network. Well, there were no other vehicles around for the longest time. And we knew if we didn't get to our campsite before dark, there would be trouble.
That sounds like a properly frightening situation to be in. What did you do?
The first thing we started talking about was building a car that wouldn't break down. I know it's ironic, we had a broken down car, but all we could think about was customizing one. Finally, a truck driver stopped by and we sent a message with him to get help from the next village. But that day when my car hit stop, I realized that my love for cars went far beyond long drives. I mean, I would never have had one of the top customized cars in the country if it wasn't for that Himalayan trip.
Now I know what to tell people when they ask me where Gul's love for cars comes from. Well, just like your friends and family have always been around to support and protect you, we have Castrol Magnetech, which protects the engine from the damaging stress of driving in congested stop-start conditions. Remember I said there's a surprise? To fix traffic woes? Well, we've provided your car engine the protection of Castrol Magnetech for non-stop protection from every start.
That's so nice. Thank you so much.
No, our pleasure.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, Gul, for being a part of Castrol Magnetech Stars in Cars.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Cheers to that.
Castrol Magnetech. Non-stop protection from every start.